Hey guys, today I'm gonna be showing you guys what you guys should buy on these Black Friday deals that a lot of websites or Bass Pro Shopper Cabela's are having right now. I got 9 things in mind for you guys to buy that will help you out in different ways. Sorry if you guys came here to watch fishing videos today. I'm not gonna be fishing. Actually, it snowed a couple days ago. There was like thin layers of ice, and it's been raining every day. It's been under 30 degrees, so I'm not really going to be trying to fish until it warms up a little or the ice starts. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. The first thing that is crucial to ice fishing, this is like the most important thing in my opinion that you need while you're out there on the ice, is this Vexillor. It basically shows you where the fish are, or if there is any fish. You can fish up to 80 feet, as you see. There's different options over here. This is very important because you might think that you have the perfect ice fishing hole and that there's fish there, but without this fish finder, you won't know what's really down there. What you're gonna be, you could be dropping your bait down, there's nothing there, or you could be dropping your bait down, there's fish, they're just not wanting it, or you could be fishing at the wrong depth, you know. So this is very, very important. One of these base models I saw, I didn't check this year, but last year I saw they were on sale. This is the FL20, but I saw the FL8 for about $250. Yeah, that's expensive, but you're gonna have this for a really, really long time, and it's really gonna help. I see people out there on the ice all the time without one of these, and they're not catching anything, and they're coming up to be like, how are you catching them, or where do you know these fish are? And I show them. It's, you know, this thing literally tells me where they are, you know, or if they are down there, or, you know, if they're being finicky. This tells you basically everything you need to know when you're out there fishing. So the second thing that you want to buy is a good set of snow pants and boots. It can get really, really cold out there, like really cold. Like you will not feel your toes or your fingers. You really want to get both of these, snow pants and the boots. You want the boots to have this rubber right here, because there can be water on the ice, and you see I have like about 2 to 3 inches right here of rubber, where if there's water anywhere on this, it's not gonna like soak my shoe, you know. It's not my shoe, but my socks. My feet aren't gonna be soaked. And you see there's this fat sock in here, like a sock thing, you know. It's gonna keep me really warm. That is also very important, because if it's windy, you're not really gonna feel anything. I literally feel warm when I'm going out on the ice with this. The third thing that I really encourage you guys to buy is a nice sled. See, this sled has bucket holders right here. You could have 2 buckets. I usually put my ice fishing hut in here, my auger. I usually throw everything just on here, and it stays nice and put because it's nice and deep, as you see. And you got those bucket holders. You can get a cheap sled if you want, and it'll work. But every little bump that you run into when you have a bucket or something, that thing is gonna fall over and it's gonna piss you off, because that happens to me all the time. Well, it happened to me when I had a cheaper sled. So this sled is like perfect. It was $50 last year from, I think this is from Cabela's. Yeah, it is from Cabela's. It says right there. So I really encourage you guys to get something like this also. So the fourth thing that you guys are gonna want to get if you ice fish a lot is a nice ice fishing hut. I got 2 ice fishing huts right here. This is the Eskimo 949i, and this is the Eskimo Quick Fish 2. You can see the difference is pretty big. This one is more for like 1 or 2 people. This is gonna hold up to like 4 or 5 if you want. But there's the advantages of the smaller one and advantages of the bigger one. The smaller one weighs less. It's easier to take apart, put back together, to put back in this bag, you know. This one, you know, it's gonna take a little bit longer to do all that. But if you're going by yourself and moving around a lot, I would definitely choose this hut. If you're going with a person, 1 more person or 2 people extra, and you know where you're gonna be fishing, I just take this hut. You could set up Ice Fish Pros or tip-ups around you, chain spots like that, and just sit in the hut while you're, you know, basically fishing in different areas. The price difference is pretty big. I got the Quick Fish 2 here for $120 2 years ago, and I got this for $270. So it's a pretty big price difference, but if you're just fishing by yourself, I think this is more than enough. So number 5 is if you guys like to drill a lot of holes and try to find the fish, you don't know exactly where they are. It's either gas or electric auger. I chose this because it's cheaper than electric auger and it works perfectly. It's the Eskimo Mako M43. I got this for 280 bucks and it works perfectly. I used it only for one season, but it turned on every single time. I drill holes through it like it's nothing. Like, it really helps a lot, especially when you don't know where the fish are. I would really recommend this. Number 6 is going to be something if you like to go pike, bass, walleye fishing with minnows. It's an ifish Pro. So this is like a regular tip up. You have a rod holder right here. This extends out. And you basically have a rod. So when that fly goes up, you actually get to reel in the fish instead of doing it by hand. Don't get me wrong, the regular tip ups work perfectly fine. But I feel like this is more of an advanced thing than the tip ups. So I really recommend you trying either one, honestly. But I recommend really trying this ifish Pro. So number 7 is going to be something you use when you have an ice fishing hut and it's really cold around where you ice fish. It's a heater. This is a Mr. Buddy little heater. It's for a propane tank. This heater isn't really big, but it really does the job. I put it into my hut for 10 to 15 minutes, leave it on for that long, and then I just turn it off because it's warm in the hut. And it usually stays warm until you open the doors, but usually I just turn it on for the first 20 minutes and then leave it off until a couple hours later. And it helps a lot. It's about, I'm not even sure how much it is. They're not that expensive, but I think it's really worth getting something like this, especially if you have a hut. So number 8, I actually do not have, but it is a chair, like specifically for ice fishing. It doesn't even have to be specifically for ice fishing, but just a nice chair. If you sit on a bucket, like I'm sitting on a bucket right now, but if you sit on this thing for hours, I feel like your back just starts hurting. You don't have no back support. I feel like a chair is just a lot more comfortable. And right now, I don't think the chairs are even more than 50 bucks. I feel like you get a really nice chair for 50 bucks. The smaller ones, I think, are like 20 bucks. So I think it's a really good investment. It's like, even if you don't have a hut, just to sit out in front of your hole and you could, you know, be jigging. I think it's a really good investment. The last thing that I think you guys should buy is a ice scoop. You have no idea how many times I use my hands to take ice out of a hole, and you guys do not want to do that. Your hands feel like they are about to fall off. You can't move them. They're all red. You don't want to do that. So I highly recommend you getting an ice scoop. This is not something expensive, so even if there isn't a sale, I'd recommend you guys buying this. I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. I didn't say this in the beginning, but this is not a video or a beginner's ice fishing video of what you should buy. This is something that, like, if you already have some ice fishing gear, like a normal hand auger and some ice fishing poles, maybe a couple of spoons or something. This is like add-ons that you could buy. This is like not required to go ice fishing, but all of this gear helps in the ways that I described it. I will be doing a video of beginners ice fishing gear that you should buy. So that will probably be up next week if you guys want to check it out. I hope you guys have an amazing Thanksgiving. Hope you guys eat a lot. And yeah, have a great day, guys.